like it's Saturn. This feel like splitting an atom. We got involved with the pattern, so now we up and we at 'em.
At the southern tip of the Chesapeake Bay, EA Sports brings you coverage of the National Football League from Virginia Beach here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Blues of Virginia Beach. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
Here we go, check. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
Okay, great.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Parker got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At their 48-yard line.
Back to throw. Parker. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they run past midfield just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Get it. Bronco 80.
Here's Parker on 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Hicks. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
At the Giants' 35-yard line.
Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Let go.
They give to Chubb out of the gun, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. You talk about this Giant defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
79 Broncos. Ready.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
Ready.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Second and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over here up near the 40. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On third down, Wall, and he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Looking to throw on second down. Newsom. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun, Parker. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. Second down and 3. Operating from the gun, Parker looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Giants will take over here just shy of the 30.
By the Giants, they'll take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, first and 10. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Back and 60. Cowboy 80. Warriors 70. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw. Newsom. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And they'll be faced with a third and inches.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Ready.
Here comes third and about a foot. Now a give, right side. Ball. And he will have a Giants first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on third and inches. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Ready, ready. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Big Lion. Ready.
On first down, Newsom trying to lay one up deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now a second and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw. Newsom. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And what a return as he brings us with all the way back to the 25-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know
that he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Check, Mustang 19. Ready, ready.
To throw is Parker. Looking to throw on second down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
From the 46, here's second down at 5. Looking to throw. Newsom. He's across midfield and all the way down to the 41-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And the Giants first down.
Come on. Hey.
Now a handoff up the middle. Wall. Oh, good move. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing on first down. Newsom. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Giants post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra points up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return here for Perry. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Parker. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Wall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second down and 6 now.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Operating from the gun. Newsome. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
To throw on 2nd down. Newsome steps away to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. That was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no return here for Perry. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ready.
To throw again, Parker. And he comes back with one complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Parker. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
This is fielded at the 27. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. They had control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Come on.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. Throwing to start the drive. Newsome. And that's going to be incomplete.
That one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Newsom. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Giants.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Extra point forthcoming. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Giants 17, Blues nothing.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a throw here to his running back. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and 2, Parker. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, Newsom. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Ready, break.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Let's go.
Here's
now.
3rd and 6.
Panther 60, Panther 60, 70 Timberwolves. Dragon 60.
Looking to throw. Newsom. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now left side on the swing pass. Into space at the 45. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That one good for 14 yards.
That's another Virginia Beach first down.
Off the play fake. Parker. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Got it. Ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Off play action. Parker. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Giants are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Back to throw. Newsome. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 24.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 5.
19. 10 through 11. 10 through 11. 18. Pioneer.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Get it.
First down, New York.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Okay, ready.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
79 Broncos. Riggs.
In motion right, that's Hyatt.
Go.
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Giants start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the 4th quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always comes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone that off.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks them up.
And avoids the turnover. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake. Parker. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Let's go now.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Looking to throw. Parker. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on fourth down. They're now 1 for 3 on fourth down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on fourth down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have fourth down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and a mile.
Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. Newsom.
That one finds Hyatt.
A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And this one is right through.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Perry, the return.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit.
And he loses the football the second time. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Trap 60. Trap 60.
Following the fumble recovery, Newsom. This is caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Come on, come on.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Now Parker to throw on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Parker. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Azeez Ojulari
able to record his 5th sack of the season. On now is the punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
Hold it ready. Ready.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Freeman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Back 60. Go.
On 1st down, Newsom. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And they'll indeed take a knee.